Alright, hey guys, this is Brandon from XI Lefty, and basically this is going to be my first Final Cut 10 tutorial. This is going to be probably the simplest form of editing you could possibly do on Final Cut 10, but this is basically for people that have never done editing and just bought this program and want to see what it's the easiest way to get your first video up on YouTube. So basically I'm going to go over the interface first of Final Cut 10. And then how to do imports and exports and like basic editing, probably the most basic possible. So if you guys are more advanced, there will be a lot of more advanced tutorials coming out in the future, so you guys are more than welcome to click off this video and go see something else. If you are a new editor, stay tuned because you're probably going to need this if you just bought this program. Alright, let's get started. So first things first, I'm going to teach you guys the interface. This is what is down here, this little area, is what is known as a timeline. There's a bunch of different names you could call it, but basically it's called a timeline. This is where you drag your clips, which are located up here. You drag your clips down into here in a sequence. That's what it's also called, timeline sequence. But basically you drag them down in the order you'd like them to be, and that's how you create your first video. I'll be dragging clips down in a few minutes to show you what it's like on Final Cut 10 because they do have a magnetic timeline. To the top right here, this is called a canvas. This is basically your viewing window that you view the whatever's in your timeline will play up here. This is where you view it. Then to the left here is basically, I just call it like your media box where all your media goes. If you have more than one clip, it's going to appear under this February 24th, 2013 thing. It says 1 for me, but if there's more, it will say whatever, 2, 3, etc. And then on top, you can preview the clip that you have clicked on down here. To the left of that is your event library. This is basically, these are all separate projects. And I just clicked on ones to screw me, but whatever. I believe I want this one. So yeah, these are all your different projects basically. And then when you're creating a what do you call it, new project, it's kind of weird in Final Cut 10, although I did call that a new project. In here, when you want to create a new project, and don't click on this, this creates a new timeline for you. I don't know why they named it new project. I guess I don't know, whatever. But that creates a new timeline to go along with the new event that you will make. If you were to create a new event, you just click on it, automatically creates one. You can name it whatever. Just name it that for right now. And it appears in alphabetical order, I believe. Yes. That creates a new whatever, a new event, as I just said, but basically a new project. And if you want to create a new timeline to go along with that project, you press new project, and you name it whatever, and then you can select the event you want it to go in, and then you can select all your settings here, or you can just set it based on the first clip video, but that's going to be a different tutorial based on importing and exporting. But yeah, once you have created your new events from up here, shortcut is Alt N, or Option N. I don't know, whatever. People get confused. Once you want to select your clip, or once you have recorded your clips to that you want edited, you're gonna want to click Import Media. That's gonna bring up this window. Now, this is where you get to select your whatever your clips. So I have them usually saved on my desktop, and they're either in the YouTube folder, or I create a new folder for the specific movie. So if I go on I Am Alone, you can see all these movie clips that will be out on my short film channel, which I'll link in the description for you guys if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, this is where you select them. Once you select the clips, I'm pretty sure, yeah, if you want to click more than one clip, you can shift click, which is what you can do on PC also, but you can also command click, which is multiply selecting clips. Once you get your clip, you can press import selected. That will import the clip. I'm not going to import it because I already have it in there. And I believe this window will disappear once that happens. Okay, so now this is the event I'll be using, this event. So pretend this event is no longer here. Okay, so now that I have this event, you click on the clip once that you have selected from here, and it highlights the whole clip. I have audio scrubbing on too, which I don't know if you guys really matters to you guys, but so basically you can do one of two ways on how to edit. You can drag it in to this specific location like that, or you could do this. It's for some reason laggy because I have everything open, and then you just say that's your point that you want to start. You press I for input. That's where you're inputting your video. That's where it's going to start. Now let's just assume I watched all this and I figure out that this right here is my last, like the last part of the clip that I want to use. You're going to press O. I and O are right next to each other on the keyboard, so it's pretty easy to remember. O is for output. That's where the clip ends. So now that you have your inputs and outputs set on this clip, you're going to click and drag into the timeline. Now it's going to show up like this. Since it's a magnetic timeline, it will automatically slide to the first beginning. Basically, that's what I'll teach you guys for now, but it does go more in depth than that when once I tell you guys how to remove magnetic editing and stuff like that. But for this moment, this is what we're gonna leave it at. So yeah, just imported and outputted my inputted and outputted my clip, dragged it down, and that's basically what you want to do for the most basic editing to drag and drop clips. Now say you're looking through your movie and you find a part that you don't want to use, like this location for instance. Right here is where all the tools you need to rearrange and redo things. I'll go over each one of these tools in my next tutorial. It's going to be a tools tutorial. So basically I shouldn't have mentioned that, but basically if you want to wanted to take out a section, you can select the blade tool or press B on your keyboard for a shortcut. Go over the location that you want to cut, and let's just say that's the section where we want it to end, and we forgot to put that there, and we want it to end over here. Now you've just cut the clip up. There's really nothing that changes. It still flows smoothly in your timeline, except now you have it separated that you can do whatever you want to this middle section. So now we're going to go back to our select tool. Make sure you're always on this when clicking on clips, otherwise it does some crazy stuff to it. But yeah, so make sure you're always on select, and basically it's the only one that looks like your cursor. Okay, and say you wanted to delete this section. You just click on it, press the delete key, and it automatically slides everything back so that everything is okay. So that's basically it for the most basic editing. You input and output. Then you drag the inputted and outputted section into your timeline in sequential order that you want it, and basically you have your movie. That's the most basic, simple way of using Final Cut. Now that we have it dragged into here, you can go File, Export, whatever that is. I never do that, to tell you the truth. Usually what I do is I go Command E. Always press that. I don't know what it is, but hopefully yeah, okay, so it comes up with a little thing that you can actually view the movie. This is just tags, I don't know. This is for exporting, by the way. It tells you down here your settings. I have 1920 by 1080 video at 29.97 frames per second. It's got stereo audio, all this, the time of it, and what file it's going to be, and the estimated amount of space it's going to take up. You can change this crap, really just make sure it's on Apple ProRes 422. That's your best way to go. And you don't really need this, but I would have it open with QuickTime. Press next, and then you just export. And then what will happen is it will export to your desktop, probably over here, and then your movie is good and you can upload it to YouTube. That's basically it for the most simple tutorial you can have with Final Cut 10. But be sure on XI Lefty there will definitely be more videos to come on Final Cut 10, because that's what Lefty's going to be about. But yeah, this is Brandon signing off. Hope to see you guys in the future. Bye.